and let God do what he has to do. You see, God chooses Paul not because of his past, but in full awareness of Paul's past. And Paul will later say, I was a blasphemer, I was a persecutor. I, Paul, was a violent man, but I was shown mercy so that in me, the worst of sinners, Christ may display his immense patience as an example for those who would believe. If you would come to accept truth, you would know and realize the God that can be awakened in you. Your challenges, you're seeing things from the direction you've been taught and have been put in you, disciplined and rooted in you. But if only you would see Christ in me, you would have hope. Why, Paul? Because the story becomes a case study in how far grace will go. Just imagine that. Because his intellect, discipline, and drive, once used to crush the church, are now harnessed by it. I saw a TikToker that used to curse the church and said, he didn't have a reason to believe in God. But one day he just got sick and sicker and sicker and sicker to the point of almost death. If you see him now, he doesn't look anyway like he used to look when he had millions of followers on YouTube. But now he's at the point where he's talking about, I want to make sure that I'm bringing my children to church. Transformation. I am not mad at him for the transformation. I'm not even mad at him for what he used to do. But I want to let you know that God will take care of the church. Why, Paul? Because his past as a persecutor gives him a unique humility and urgency when he preaches mercy. In a world drowning in hate, we need former haters who have actually repented, who can say, I know that spirit. It used to live in me. We need theologians whose doctrines are soaked in tears. I don't have to fight God's battles. I don't have to argue with you. I leave you to God. And when I leave you to God, he does much more, much more. You talk about a company that goes bankrupt because you mess with the wrong person? We need leaders who remembers what it felt like to be wrong and loved anyway. Now, I don't want you to get me wrong. Paul is not an excuse for abusive leaders to stay in power. I want you to hear me right now. Paul is not an excuse for abusive leaders to stay in power. If you are abusive, let me explain something to you. God is coming for you. I'll say it again. If you're an abusive leader, whether you're leader of the country, leader of the world, leader of the business, leader of the church, listen to me. God will take care of you.